You know, when we think of a professional tennis player, our minds usually jump straight to center court, right? Someone lifting a huge Grand Slam trophy. But that's just the absolute peak of the mountain. For every one of those superstars, there are literally hundreds of other world-class athletes out there on the grind week in and week out. So to really understand that journey, we're going to follow the career of one of them, Indian tennis pro Zeel Desai. So what does it actually take? I mean, forget the $1 million prize money and the glamour for just a second. We're talking about the raw dedication, the lonely hotel rooms, and just the absolute refusal to quit that really defines life on the pro circuit. Every one of these pro careers has to start somewhere. And for Zeel Desai, that foundation wasn't just promising, it was, well, dominant. From the moment she stepped on a court, it was pretty clear she was a prodigy in the making. I mean, her early years read like a blueprint for how to build a future star. She started playing at just 6 years old in her hometown of Ahmedabad. By the time she was 14, she wasn't just some local talent. She was one of the best junior players in all of Asia. This wasn't just an after-school hobby. This was her life's path, and she was on it, full steam ahead. But here's the thing about a great junior career. It's really just the ticket to get into the main event. Now came the real test, taking all that youthful success and making it work on the professional world stage. This is where the climb really, truly begins. So where does this grind happen? Well, for most players, it's on the ITF World Tennis Tour. Think of it like this. If the main WTA Tour is the bright lights of Broadway, the ITF is like off-Broadway. It's fiercely competitive, it's global, and it's the essential proving ground where every single player has to earn their shot at the limelight. And on this tour, has she proven she can win? Oh yeah, 10 times. And those 10 titles, they tell a story of incredible versatility. We're talking 4 titles in the intense, lonely pressure cooker of singles and another 6 in the strategic, lightning-fast world of doubles. This shows you it's not just about having a great forehand, it's about mastering every single part of the game, which is a massive achievement in this environment. But listen, just seeing a number on her resume doesn't even begin to capture the blood, the sweat, and the sheer willpower behind it. Wins on this tour are almost never easy. They are earned with pure grit. Let me give you a perfect example. Let's rewind to a tournament in February of 2023. This was one of those moments that just perfectly shows what that mental toughness looks like. So she's in the final, but her back is completely against the wall. She's down, the pressure is mounting, and she has a choice to make. Do you fold or do you fight? She fought, and she won, staging this incredible comeback to snatch the title. That's the grind. It's not about the easy wins. It's about the victories you have to claw back from the absolute brink of defeat. You know, the climb isn't always just for personal glory. For the very best athletes, it all leads to one of the highest honors you can get, playing for your country. In 2021, Zeel got to put on the colors of Team India, making her debut in the Billie Jean King Cup, which is basically the World Cup of women's tennis. Facing off against Latvia, she officially joined the ranks of athletes who've represented their nation. That's a huge, huge milestone. But even with these amazing highs, there is one number that dictates every single player's life, a number that follows them everywhere, every week. It's the world ranking, a constant, kind of unforgiving measure of their place in the tennis universe. And this table, wow, it just shows you the brutal reality of the tour. Just look at these numbers. She reaches a career high of 511 in singles, but just a year later, she's at 661. That fluctuation isn't just a number on a screen. It dictates everything, which tournaments you can even get into, your income, your whole schedule. It is a constant battle against gravity. And that brings us right up to the present, because for a player on the grind, the journey is never really over. The fight for points, for wins, and for a solid spot on that ranking ladder, it continues every single day. And her recent results prove she is still deep in that fight. A final here, a huge win at a higher-level WTA event there, and yep, another ITF title in the bag. The pattern is crystal clear. She keeps showing up, competing at a seriously high level, and winning. And this is what it's all about. This is the core of the professional grind. It's not just about lifting those trophies. It's about having the resilience to get on a plane after a really tough loss, show up in a new city the next week, and go to battle for every single point, no matter what your ranking is. So that leaves us with the big question, right? With her undeniable talent and a resilience that's been proven time and time again,
What's the next big breakthrough? For Zeel Desai, and for hundreds of players just like her, the grind goes on. And honestly, it's a journey worth watching.